Welcome to Michelle's Storytime. I am Michelle and I am excited to read The Tyrell Show Season 1 by Miles Gross, illustrated by Shaz Lim. And I will only read Episode 5, Boogie. Got my sandwich. Now, what can I talk to you about? Oh, yeah. So the other day, me and Boogie were watching this hysterical cartoon on YouTube with this purple cow that was wearing a jetpack. Yeah, that's my BF Boogie. And like I said, he's the best and all, but he is not a good storyteller. And right now, he's ruining that cartoon. Don't believe me? Listen. So then the squirrel, no, wait. Was it a beaver? High speed, you remember? He had an orange. Or was it an apple? Hey, is that sandwich from Hector's? Can I have some? Sure, take half. Thanks. So then the cow was like, see? Anyway, that's Boogie. He's almost always on my show. And sure, he tells terrible stories, but he gives great advice. I guess this is a good time for me to tell you a little bit more about Boogie. I met Boogie on my first day of kindergarten. All I remember was that he was really big. Not chubby, just big. Everyone was scared of him at first. But one day at lunch, he came up to me and offered me half of his sandwich. That was the first and last time I ever ate tuna fish. Yuck! Did you know that tuna fish salad is made out of actual mushed up fish and mayonnaise? If you know about that stuff, please don't give my mom the recipe, 'cause I know she'll make it. Plus, she'll probably add chocolate chips. Anyway, he handed it to me and it smelled terrible. I didn't want to eat it, but I didn't want to make the nice giant mad. So I took one bite, then made a face and spit it out. I looked at him to see if he was angry, but he was just laughing. He laughed so hard that a booger flew out of his nose. Everyone was like, ugh, ugh. And I was like, uh-oh. But he didn't get upset. He just put some boogers on his finger and started chasing us. Everyone was running, yelling, Boogie, Boogie, Boogie. Even the giant. When the game was over, our teacher, Mrs. King, made him wash his hands and then took us back to class. From that day on, the kids in the class would ask him if he would play Boogie. And he would just smile, dig up his nose, and chase us. After a while, we just started calling him Boogie. And just like a booger you flick on someone's back, it stuck. Now, that's the true story, but if you ask Boogie how he got the name, he'll tell you he's got dance moves, which he doesn't. And that some high school kid he had a dance battle with gave him the nickname. which is ridiculous. But that's kind of why Boogie is my best friend. He's silly and funny and just the best person to be around. Like I said, he's really big. Big, like in our class pictures, people think he's a teacher. As big as he is, though, he never bullies anyone, and the only time he gets angry is when someone messes with me. He's got my back and I've got his. He always says if we were a superhero team, he would be a big robot and I would be inside his head telling him what to do. I kind of like that cause I like robots. But if I'm being honest, to me, Boogie is a superhero all by himself, just a goofy one. If you're wondering, he's still talking about the cartoon. And if I'm being honest, as I listen to him, I'm starting to think Boogie's version is funnier. Strange, but funnier. Maybe he's not such a bad storyteller after all. Anyway, I better get back to listening to him. If I don't nod sometimes, he usually figures out I'm not paying attention. I don't want to be rude. You don't have to listen though. Actually, I think it's a good time for a commercial break. Feel free to get some snacks. My mom gives me stuff like carrot sticks, but if you can go and get a cookie or something like that, I promise I won't tell. See you when I get to school. The end of episode 6. And remember to listen for episode 6. Take a deep breath. And that was episode 5. Thank you for listening. Bye bye. Bye bye.